This is week 9, video 2, and it's going to cover slides 5 through 8. So on this slide, I'm trying to introduce you to what does diversity mean, and what are some of the many ways that we can be diverse. So I invite you to click on these pictures. They're just little screen grabs from a couple of YouTube videos, and watch them. And they both explain how to divide numbers, but depending on where you went to school and where you grew up, you might be learning how to divide numbers a completely new way if you watch the video. So that's one way that we can be diverse is in our education. But note that at the end of the day, you learn how to divide numbers, no matter which method you use. Another way that we might be diverse that I wanted to share with you is a story. And when I used to work at the Durham District School Board in Whitby, I received unsolicited manuals, guides from a wildlife organization right at the beginning of deer hunting season, duck hunting season, and they explained how to clean your gun safely. And I sent them out to the different high schools so that, because that's what the company or the organization wanted, and I thought that was terrific, safety measures for cleaning your gun for when you go out hunting. And I'm not sure, maybe you're already thinking ahead, Sue, not the brightest thing to do, but I had a lot of responses to those booklets, and they were quite varied. And if I sent them to schools like in Pickering and Ajax that were more urban, suburban schools, they were very offended about me sending out something about guns. And the rural communities, though, that more north part of Durham region, up closer towards Lake Simcoe, Beaverton area, Brock, they were quite thankful because a lot of their students did hunt. And so it really brought to my mind that, we have very different experiences with guns and how they're used and what they're used for. And sometimes that can be just the difference of where you were brought up in an urban versus a rural area. And the next slide here, there's 2 polls, and I had to do it in 2 because I used the free SurveyMonkey. And what they do is they ask you a series of anonymous questions. It's SurveyMonkey, so no one's going to know how you answer. So I invite you to answer the questions honestly and then look at the results. And it might take a day or 2 till your classmates have entered their answers as well. But there's another way that we're all diverse, but maybe similar as well. So think about those things. Maybe you think you're really unique because you're female in this program, or because you're international student, or because you're an older adult taking this program, but might find out that there's more ways that we're similar than you expect. So after you've engaged with some of these resources or activities to help you think about how we're diverse, I want you to be mindful of the golden rule, because the golden rule is do unto others how you'd like to be treated. But maybe that's not necessarily what we want to think about when it comes to diversity and inclusiveness. Maybe it's treat other people how they would like to be treated, not how you would like to be treated. So just something for you to keep in mind. And that ends part 2 of week 9.